first. She comes in with a 9.8.
Joyce has been near perfect in the last 2 days of competition on this event. Every tumbling pass has been right on.
A 9.675 would tie her for second right now with Hope Spivey.
I'm sure her heart's pounding right about now.
She already has a bronze medal. She picked that up on the vault.
The Soviet audience really likes her here, though. They get into this music.
Oh, a major mistake there.
Looks like she stepped right out of bounds.
Yeah, I saw one of the judges raise the red flag, which means that she will get a 1/10 of a point deduction for stepping out of bounds. Too bad, because it was a great start to that exercise.
The second tumbling run. High double twist. It's actually a very easy middle tumbling run, but she does it so well. Oh.
All right. A little bit of America.
There's no question where she's from. Comes a nice triple turn. Joyce has really worked hard on her dance elements. She's always been a strong tumbler. Last tumbling run, a full in back out. Perfect landing.
And she's going to get a minor deduction for that stepping out of bounds. We saw the flag go up on her. But other than that,
it was beautiful. It's only 1/10 of a point for stepping out of bounds.
And she could wind up with another, maybe a 9.8. We'll see what happens, Kathy.
Now, Joyce, as I said, has really worked on her weaknesses. One of them is flexibility. Now, here we're looking at her first tumbling run. She's that full in, back out. Now, you'll see right here, she over-rotates just a little bit, steps back, and just an inch out of bounds. She's really worked hard, though, on her weaknesses, her dance and her flexibility. And I spoke to her earlier, and she was telling me how she goes about doing that.
Well, I do, for my right leg split, which I have to get all the way down in a 180-degree split, I have to put weights on my legs and sit in between two mats for at least 5 minutes so I can go down further.
The scores are up for Joyce Wilborn. And that average is out to a 9.9. I'll tell you, if that holds up, you think they're a little generous?
No, I think, you know, it was a perfect exercise except for the step out of bounds. But what they're going to do is take 1/10 of a point off that. The score was actually 9.875 average. They're going to take 1/10 of a point off because going out of bounds.
So 9.775. We're looking at Mirela Sidon. She's from Romania, coming in with a 9.750.
Now, the Romanians really sent a young team here. This is their top junior team. They're very young and inexperienced, but they've got some good stuff, too.
She cannot get a first place. She needs a 9.85 to tie for second with Joyce Wilborn.
A double layout.
Wow, what a great start.
Maybe can't be more than 4 feet 3 inches tall, and that was probably 6 feet in the air.
And you mentioned inexperience in terms of international competition, but certainly the level is outrageous.
Front pike step out, through to a double tuck. A little short on the landing, but a tough pass. As always, the Romanians have very unique floor routines, including the music.
9.725 would tie her for third place with Hope Spivey.
Tumbling run. Going hard. And a full in.
Nice.
Just perfectly. I wouldn't want to be a judge right now.
Mirela Sidon of Romania, 14 years of age, from Bucharest, 78 pounds. We saw her earlier on the vault. She performed. And as I mentioned, she did a 9.825 to tie Joyce Wilborn for second.
Now watch this first pass. The height she gets off the floor. The second somersault actually is higher than the first. Double layout. She lands it perfectly.
The score is coming up pretty quickly right now on Sidon from Romania. The judges.
I only saw that one problem. She landed a little short on the middle tumbling run.
9.875, so she has moved into second place ahead of Joyce Wilborn of the United States. And more Goodwill Games coverage will continue right after this. And it's the floor they're working on as you look at Yelena Shushunova, and she comes into the competition with a 9.90. She's already picked up 3 medals today, a silver and 2 golds, as you look at the United States team looking on. Meanwhile, the story is the battle for first place between Shushunova and Kolesnikova. I make that Omelianchik, rather, even though Kolesnikova's been battling all day. That name just happens to stick. But also, the battle for third place is going on right now. Joyce Wilborn may be moved out, depending on the performance by this young lady. Yelena Shushunova out of third. Sidon of Romania is in second. Wilborn is in third, but Shushunova has yet to perform. Omelianchik holding down the top spot right now. She had a 9.90. Shushunova needs a 9.90 to tie, a 9.925 to win the goal outright.
And this routine is stocked full of difficulty. This first tumbling run is where she had problems in the all-around competition. Landed a little short. Pulling back out. She didn't do the double layout. Probably a smart move. Comes a very difficult pass. Oh, side 1 3/4 somersault.
Think she knows what she has to do?
I'm sure she does. But I'll tell you what, she's being a little conservative, actually. She usually performs a double layout at the opening. She did a full end, which is still very difficult.
Yeah, I think the point to be made here is that she can do every trick in the book. So any day, just decide, well, I think I'll do the full in today instead of the layout double back.
You know, she had only a 9.40 on the floor in the all-arounds, and she made a mistake, which eventually hurt her.
Double tuck.
Eventually hurt her for the all-around title, but she's working hard and performing well today.
No problem.
Yelena Shushunova. She already has a team goal, a silver from the all-around, a vault goal, a gold on the bars, and a silver on the balance beam.
You can see here, as she takes off on this side 1 3, she's up in the air. She's going to straddle, do a 1 3/4 front flip there, duck her head under, and roll out.
You know, she won a silver medal in this event at the World Championships last year. You know who won the gold?
Omelianchik.
Omelianchik. So this is maybe sweet revenge for Shushunova.
It's so hard to compare these two gymnasts.
I think she's doing something very smart, though, in a way, is that you mentioned that she might be going a little conservative. Well, according to the way the judges have been going here today, you can't leave any room for deductions.
Well,
I think she decided that was the smart way to go. Go clean.
I think she just got the goal. And looking at the scores that are coming up across the way, she sees them. She's happy. 9-9, 10, 9-9, and 3 10s. She has 4 10s and 2 9-9. A 9-9-2-5 would give her the goal outright. And they're waiting to average it. The top and the bottom. There she is. She has to be happy with her performance. She's looking for another goal. It would be her third of the day. A 9-9-7-5. She just wrapped it up. And there's Omelianchik, who will walk away with the silver medal right now, and we'll be back with more Goodwill Games coverage in just a moment.
Shushunova was the dominant force today.
As you see the final results of the final competition, Shushunova and all of the different events, uneven bars, Shushunova again, Kolesnikova second, the balance beam, Kolesnikova reverse rolls with Shushunova. We saw the bronze won by Wilborn and the vault and the floor exercise. For Kathy Johnson and Bart Connor, this is Charlie Neal saying so long from the Olympic Sports Complex. We really enjoyed it. Now let's go back to our studios at Bosnia.